Not even the juggernaut that is Bethesda is immune to controversy now and again. This time it's their not-so-well-received Creation Club. The reason being that it's Bethesda's way of throwing their own hat into the modding scene to try to squeeze a few pennies and dimes from fans of Fallout 4 and Skyrim. Bethesda's selling mods being a scummy practice and worthy of flying into a huge rage seems completely silly to me. Paid mods is just another way of describing DLC, except DLC is professionally done mods by developers. That's where I think the Creation Club is going to succeed or fail. This is capitalism at its best, folks. If Bethesda can even hope to sell what they want to sell on the Creation Club, they're going to be competing with extremely talented community modders who give their stuff away for free. In fact, the prospect of professional groups of modders working together to make DLC for a game like Skyrim is pretty great. Best case scenario, we start seeing really awesome mods. We'll have to put some money down for them, but if the mods are worth it, then no problems. But if they aren't, capitalism, people can just go elsewhere for the free mods from the community. Worst case scenario, Bethesda doesn't live up to their potential and everybody goes to the free mods from the community still. Creation Club is defunct and deleted, and we wait a few more years before somebody tries to monetize mods again. Meanwhile, we get a rather fun survival mode built into Skyrim. This isn't a bad thing, folks. Could lead to great things. I also wanted to put in my opinion on the survival mode that came with the Skyrim version of Creation Club. I'm not going to go over what it does because there's lots of information on that by this point. I just want to say that I really enjoyed it. In fact, it feels like it was how Skyrim was meant to be played from the beginning. What I mean by that is that there are so many things that the survival mode brings that just make sense. It never made sense to me why there was so much food and so many different kinds in Skyrim when it had such a small effect on the vanilla game as a whole. Never made sense that every town had lots of emphasis on hanging around the inns to sleep, eat, and hear rumors, when there was hardly ever a reason to go into them other than to roleplay, I guess. Here's one. Why would you pay for a carriage to take you somewhere when you can just fast travel after you discover it for the first time? See, it feels like Bethesda had some sort of survival mode in mind when they made the game, and this mode really brings out the game's true potential. The Creation Club survival mode is also incredibly lightweight. In fact, I don't think it adds anything to the game, which is how I prefer it. It just makes use of things in the game that have little to no use already. A couple criticisms I have about it is that they still haven't found something worthwhile to do with alcohol in the game. I was hoping the alcohol would help with warmth, but that's not implemented. Another complaint is that every player build, no matter if you're an archer or a melee fighter or an assassin type character, the lack of health regeneration means that you absolutely must be proficient in the restoration tree to some degree. I would have much rather seen food play a bigger role in your health regeneration, as well as keep your hunger at bay. Working similar to potions, but acting like a heal over time instead of an instant heal. The cut carry capacity feels great, and again, feels like it should have been like this in the first place. It really makes you have to plan ahead and be careful what you carry with you. It really is my favorite survival mode that I've seen, only because it doesn't change the game too much, it just alters it in a way that it feels completely natural. Other survival mods like Frostfall and some other popular ones seem to add a bunch of things that makes the game a bit more complex and, in my opinion, bloated. But is it worth $15? Yes, I'm saying it costs $15 because you need to purchase $15 worth of credits in order to have enough to buy the mode. I despise the credit pack style of purchasing content. Microsoft did it back when the 360 came out, and people hated it. There's a reason why they changed it. You can never buy what you want for how much it costs, and that's intentional. You have to put more money down than you want to spend. It's completely garbage, and it's easily the worst part of the Creation Club. So the answer to that is, absolutely not. The survival mode is not worth $15. You can get amazing games for $15. Just buying a mode for Skyrim for $15 is definitely not worth. I'm glad I got it when it was free, because I never would have experienced it otherwise. Definitely not recommending people pick it up when it goes on sale. Get the free mods from the community. Not a good start, Bethesda. You almost nailed it, but you got greedy. So that's what I think of how things are going with the Creation Club. Let me know in the comments what you guys think and how much you totally think that Bethesda should be waterboarded for such heresy. Until then, you guys have a good one.